Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love, and never so helplessly unhappy as when we lose the object of love or his love. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Where does a thought go when it's forgotten? Everywhere I go, I find a poet has been there before me. Immorality, no less than morality, has at all times found support in religion. The virtuous man contents himself with dreaming that which the wicked man does in actual life. He does not believe that does not live according to his belief. The best is always the enemy of the good. Limitation in the possibility of enjoyment raises the value of the enjoyment. The intention that man should be happy is not in the plan of creation. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Happiness is a child's dream fulfilled in maturity. All family life is organized around the most damaged person in it. No mortal is capable of keeping a secret. If his lips are silent, his fingertips speak. Betrayal oozes from him through every pore. Every normal person is really only partly normal. A father's death is the most important event, the more heartbreaking and poignant loss in a man's life. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. Religion is a universal compulsive neuroses. How bold one gets when one is sure of being loved. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or the deepest despair. Envy is destructive. Don't be tempted by it. Live by your own rules. Recognizing a problem as half the success in solving it. In the small matters, trust the mind. In the large ones, trust the heart. The scope of one's personality is defined by the magnitude of that problem, which is capable of driving a person out of his wits. Nothing costs so much in life as illness and ignoring an illness. The voice of the intellect is quiet, but it never tires of repeating, and listeners are found. A man is sometimes more generous when he has little money than when he has much, perhaps to keep from thinking he has none at all. People are more moral than they think and far more immoral than they can imagine. The secret of the human soul lies in the psychic dramas of childhood. Get to the bottom of these dramas and healing will come. We seek more to take suffering away from ourselves than to gain pleasure. We are so made that we can only derive intense enjoyment from a contrast and only very little from a state of thing. We do not randomly choose each other. We meet only those who already exist in our subconscious. Masturbation is one of the primary abodes, the primary addiction, subsequent addictions, alcohol, tobacco, morphine, are only its substitutes. A joke makes it possible to satisfy a lustful or hostile instinct despite an obstacle in its path. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. The energetic and successful man is the one who succeeds in transforming the fantasies of desire into reality. We enter the world with loneliness and lonely leave it. All adaptation is partial death, the disappearance of a particle of individuality. The first human who hurled an insult instead of stone was the founder of civilization. You do not stop looking for strength and confidence outside, but you should look inside yourself. They have always been there. A man should not strive to eliminate his complexes, but to get into accord with them. They are legitimately what directs his conduct in the world. Perfect, eternal hate, purified love exists only between the addict and the drug. Without love, we fall ill. Maturity is the ability to postpone gratification. We adults don't understand children because we don't understand our own childhood anymore. Love and work, work and love. That's all there is. All people are born bisexual and later choose their sexual orientation depending on their life circumstances. Time spent with cats is never wasted. History is just new people making old mistakes.